Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with this week's mystery stamping. How are you today? I hope that you're doing well. Wednesday evening, May 13th. My goodness, this month is just flying by, isn't it? I see some folks hopping on, so if you would go ahead and say hello so I know who's here, and we'll give just a moment before we get started. So, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me this evening. As you can see on this screen right now, clue number 1 has the supply list. So while we're waiting for everyone to come on, let's go ahead and get our supply list together. Hey, Miss Sherry, how's it going? I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hostess Club. We're going to have so much fun. All right. Are y'all ready for some mystery stamping? Woo woo! I really have been enjoying the mystery stamping events. Thank you all so much for joining me. Miss Barbara, hello, how are you? From Washington State? That's wonderful. Miss Amelia, thank you for joining us again. Oh my, this one is a fun one, guys. I really hope that you enjoy it. I love doing the fancy folds, and I think it's okay to tell you that. Hey, Julie, how's it going? By being able to see the colored cardstock 5.5 by 11 and then some score measurements, I think you can tell that this is going to be another fabulously fancy fold card. So, I am thinking of some 3D projects that we can do also, but I'm working out all of the details. It's a little bit harder to come up with the instructions step by step, knowing that you can't see what the project looks like in the first place. So, it's an interesting process, to say the least. Miss Tracy's here. Hello. Thank you all so much for coming. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a great night. I can tell already. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do about some 3D projects. You know, I love the 3D projects. They're so much fun. But so are these fancy folds and other cards as well. So I like them, and I don't want to overwhelm anyone too much. So I hope that you guys have a great time tonight. I think you're going to love this fold. It's a fabulous one. So, okay, let's go over the supply list, shall we? All right, you're going to need a piece of colored cardstock that measures 5.5 by 11 inches, and you're going to score it on the long side at 1 3/4, at 5.5, and again at 9 3/4. Okay, so you've got 3 score lines on your colored cardstock. Hi, Miss Eileen. Thanks for stopping by. So, Tracy says she lost me. It's been like this all day. Honey, I hope that's just you and not me. Try to go out and come back in or refresh your page and see if that helps. Hopefully it does. Okay. All right. So the colored cardstock layer, 5.5 by 11 inches, and the 3 score lines, 1 3/4, 5.5, and 9 3/4. And then another strip of that cardstock measuring 1 inch by 9.5 inch. All right, Miss Sharon, that's fine. You'll be able to catch up. A piece of Whisper White or Very Vanilla measuring 4 inches by 5.25 inch. And then you're also going to need an extra piece for a sentiment or image, whatever you want to do. And you know that I put that on the instructions pretty much every time, don't I? Okay, Julie says slide the paper a little to the left. All right, there we go. How's that? All right, and then designer series paper, you're going to cut 2 strips that are 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch. And then 1 strip that's 1 1/2 by 5 1/4 inch. And one piece that is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4 inches. All right, so you'll need 4 total pieces of designer series paper that are all 5 1/4 inches. So if you've not already cut your designer series paper, if you have a piece that you want to use, and cut it at 5 1/2 and then cut these little strips off of it. Okay, and then you'll also need your ribbon embellishments, image, sentiment stamps, whatever you're going to use, label, punch, or dies for your sentiment or image piece, coloring tools, ink, and adhesives, and probably your snips. So that's everything that you're going to need. And if everyone has all of their supplies together, if you could put some thumbs up or the hearts and comment done for clue number 1, we will move along to clue number 2. Woohoo! So we started watching a series on Netflix, and I believe it's called Dead to Me. It has Christina Applegate in it, and it has a lot of the F-bomb, which is not necessarily the best thing ever, but it's a weird and interesting TV show where her husband gets hit by a car, and the folks who hit her husband felt super guilty about it. And the woman who was driving the car who hit her husband met up with Christina Applegate at a grief counseling, a grief group event, and became friends with her. And it was just, it's weird. It's weird, but it's one of those train wreck kind of things where, you know, you're watching something and then you get engrossed in it and you can't get away from it. So now I have to see it through to see what happens. All right, I'm seeing a lot of dones, so we're going to go ahead and get started with clue number 2. So let me get that off to the side here. And clue number 2 says to fold your card base on all lines and burnish well. So you're going to fold your card base and burnish it. And the clue that I will give you, or the hint that I will give you on that, is that by the time you get it folded up, it should be folded to the size of a standard A2 card. So it should be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card by the time you're finished folding everything. All right. So that's the hint I leave you. All right. So fold your card base on all the lines and then burnish it well. And when you're finished with that, type done, and we'll move along. Boom, boom, boom. How's everyone doing this evening? Are y'all doing good? Got out of the house and got off the property for just a little bit today, and it was nice. Oh, something exciting that did happen today, besides getting out of the house, because that was really super nice. Look what came in the mail. Sherry, did you get yours? Eileen, did you get yours? This thing has been a hot commodity for 2 weeks now. I'm so glad I finally got it. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet, or highlight all of the stuff that I've already got, you know, but I'll get to it soon. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of done. That one was an easy one. Let's move on to clue number 3. Miss Sherry, you didn't get yours today? Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm sure you'll get it tomorrow then, since I got mine today. Surely you will. All right, clue number 3. attach your 3.5 by 5.25 inch designer series paper to the card front. Now you should be able to see where that might fit into play. So you're going to attach the 3.5 by 5.25 inch DSP to the card front. Miss Eileen, you didn't get yours yet either? You know, I bet you girls will get it tomorrow. Typically, I think, you Dandridge girls get yours a day before we do out here, so that's interesting. Then again, nothing about the catalog has really made a whole lot of sense, or the catalog mailing, because the gals over in North Carolina got theirs several days ago, and we still hadn't got ours yet, and normally that never happens, so they were really excited about that. So, of course, I got my order of catalogs yesterday evening. So naturally, I would get my catalog today after I've been chomping at the bit to get it. All right, when you've attached your 3.5 by 5.25 inch DSP to your card front, go ahead and type done. So, which way should it be turned? Miss Amelia, that is entirely up to you, sweet thing. However you'd like it to be turned, and most likely whatever direction your DSP dictates that you're going to turn it. It's entirely up to you. That's one of the absolute fun things about the mystery stamping. This card is going to be completely unique because you're creating it kind of blind. And so it'll be exciting to see how it turns out once you're finished. All right, I see a couple of done. We'll wait for just another minute, and then we'll move on to clue number 4. I'm so excited you guys are all here. Thank you so much for coming by. This is fun. Do. All righty. I've dropped off my catalogs at the printers so that they can clip and bind the spiral binding on the catalogs. And so they should be ready tomorrow. We shall see. And I see some dones. Great. So if you are one of my customers, or if you're someone who doesn't already have a demonstrator and you need or want a catalog, make sure you get with me so that I can get one to you. If you're a demonstrator, then obviously you'll have your catalogs already, and if you already have a demonstrator, please make sure that you get with your demonstrator so that you can get your own catalog, and you'll be able to order from them. So I know they'll be excited. The catalog goes live on June 3rd, so everyone's going to be really excited to be able to buy all brand new stuff. And there are some things in there that already are giving me chills. I love it. So I can't wait to share those with you. My pre-order is still picking though. But I'm told that it should be going out tomorrow. So I'll be doing a Facebook Live unboxing when the catalog or when the order comes in, and trust me, you are not going to want to miss that, because let me just say that I had a really nice little credit from Celebration, and then I added to it by maybe a little. It's going to be a nice unboxing. Amelia asks, where do you take your catalogs to be done? I've done it at Staples before, Amelia, but the place that I'm going to is a local mom and pop shop here, and so I'm really excited to see how well they do and to get them back. I like to do business locally as much as I can, especially now with everything going on. Our local shops really need our support, so... All right, I think that most everyone has finished clue number 3, so let's move on to clue number 4. All right, clue number 4 says to stamp your sentiment image, whichever or both, on Whisper White or vanilla cardstock scrap, and then punch it out or die cut that piece. All right, so you're going to stamp your sentiment or image on the white or vanilla scrap, and then go ahead and punch or die cut it out so that it's ready. All right, and I'll give you an extra minute for this one just in case it needs coloring. If it does, go ahead and color it in as well. Now, I don't know if you girls noticed that in my post I had mentioned something about a prize patrol this evening. Woohoo! Prize patrol! So in order to be entered to win the prize patrol this evening, you're going to want to post a picture of your completed project in the comments on this post, and I will do a random generator for the drawing, and I will let you know and get your information so I can send out your prize. I know that you're going to love it. It's going to be super exciting. All right. Okay, when you have finished clue number 4, go ahead and type done. So you're going to stamp your sentiment and or image on white or vanilla scrap paper and punch or die cut it out and then set it aside. All right. Are we doing good? Are you coloring things? Super pretty. I can't wait to see what y'all do. Miss Sherry's done. That's good. Eileen's done. Thank you. When you're finished with clue number 4, go ahead and type done. No rush, though. You can have a minute to color or whatever you need to do with your sentiment or image. Don't want to rush anybody. Not too much anyway. All right. I always allot about an hour for this live, but I think we've been averaging closer to the 35 to 45 minutes, so we do pretty good. Julie's done. Thank you. All righty. What's everyone's color scheme? I'm dying to know. This is almost as bad as waiting for the catalog to get here. I just want to know. I want to know everything. Now. Are you doing flowers? Are you doing an abstract image or design? Maybe it's all solid colors. Oh my goodness, there's so many fun options, aren't there? And remember, the video stays on the Facebook group forever. So if you like the layout of the card that you're doing, you're able to come back and watch the video again. You'll be able to stop, start, fast forward, rewind, whatever you need to do. And you can make all kinds of different cards with fabulous different designs and layouts. So it's so much fun to be able to do that, especially once you've done it the first time and you see what it looks like. Maybe you see something you want to do a little differently the next time. Oh, yes. Julie says she's doing shades of purple and florals. I'm sure that's gorgeous. Oh, Sherry's doing flowers and pineapple punch. Ooh, and rich raspberry. That's going to be awesome, too. I love it. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, I'll give you just another second for clue number 4, and then we'll go ahead on to clue number 5. So, while we're talking about things, I have been thinking about my Stampin' Bingo that's supposed to be coming up on June 20th. And I'm afraid that it's going to have to be modified dramatically because I just saw this morning that our Granger County Tomato Festival has been canceled for this year due to all of the COVID-19 stuff. And for that to happen is a pretty big and extreme thing. And that event is in July. So I feel like if they're canceling that event in July, it's probably best for me to go ahead and cancel the in-person event in June. So, you guys be on the lookout very soon. I'm not going to forego bingo entirely. I know that we're all eager to play bingo again, but I am going to transfer it to an online version. And I think I've come up with a solution that is going to be very enjoyable and appealing to everyone, even though it's not going to technically be in person. And it's still going to be a lot of fun, I think. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a minute. Miss Amelia is doing Forever Blossoms and Merlot. Fantastic. I can't wait to see that. All right, moving on from clue number 4 to clue number 5. Now you're going to take those 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch strips and you're going to attach them to the front and back of the back flap of your card. So you're attaching the 1 inch strips to the front and back of the back flap of your card. That's an interesting instruction, isn't it? Hello, hello. If you're just coming in, say hi so I can see who's here. Remember, when you finish clue number 5, go ahead and type done in the comments so that I know we're ready to move on. So I was talking about Stampin' Bingo. And I'm not entirely nailed down just yet. I'm still looking. But anyway, it will probably go something to the effect of a time frame to register and sign up, and then I'm going to go ahead and order the goodie bags, the same stuff that I would order for you guys in person, and then I'm going to mail it out to you, and we'll play some online bingo, and whoever wins the prizes, I will mail the prizes out, unless you're local, of course, and then I'll just bring it by and drop it in your mailbox or on your doorstep or whatever. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun because you're not going to miss out on the goodie bag and all the good stuff that I always put in them. And I'm not going to have to skimp on that. I can still do just what I was wanting to do in the first place. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be great. Oh, Miss Tracy, I'm so sorry you're having troubles, darling. You're always able to do the replay a little bit later on if you need to. And sometimes Facebook just has troubles with Facebook Live. So maybe that's the issue here. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Okay, looks like everyone is finished with clue number 5. So I'm going to move on to clue number 6. All right, clue number 6. Adhere the 1, that's supposed to be 1.5. Ooh, boy. Adhere the 1.5 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip to the first flap. Right? So adhere the 1.5 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip to the first flap. How's it looking so far, ladies? Are you liking it? Is it going okay? I hope that you're enjoying today's session. I plan to be here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another mystery stamping. I think that I got all of the event pages fixed so that they all say 7 p.m. now instead of 5 p.m., which is great. So, yeah, I would love to see you all back here again next week, of course. And we'll have another mystery stamping. And I can't tell you what it is, but I think that you're really going to like it. All right, Miss Sherry's done. Amelia's done. Thank you, ladies. Alrighty then. Give it just another minute and then we will move on. Oh, thank you, Amelia. I appreciate that. Yes, please share. I would love to have more people come. The more the merrier. And I had someone ask if demonstrators can come on, and yes, I don't mind demonstrators joining in at all. Of course, I don't want sales chat going on, you know. But yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier. And this is just fun time and doesn't have anything to do with buying from one person or another. This is just fun stamping and card making. So yeah, absolutely. Anyone's welcome to join in that wants to participate. All right, I see a lot more done, so we're going to go ahead and move on to clue number 7. All right, clue number 7, punch or die cut your background cardstock for your sentiment and image piece. You remember the one we did just a little bit ago, and then attach it to the back side of that sentiment or image piece, okay? So this is your background layer for your sentiment or image piece, and you're going to attach it to the back of that sentiment or image piece. So go ahead and do that now, and then make sure you comment done when you're finished. Awesome, Miss Amelia. That's great. Whereabouts are you located, dear? Have we talked about that? I'm not sure that we have. All right. So punch or die cut your background piece out of that cardstock scrap and attach it to the back of your sentiment or image. Okay. Make sure you type done when you're finished. Miss Amelia, I don't know if you're in my paper pumpkin group or not. Oh, look at you're in North Carolina. See, you know what I'm talking about with you North Carolina girls getting your stuff before the East Tennessee girls do. I don't know if you're in my Paper Pumpkin groupies or not, but if you're not, I'd love to have you there. We don't do any sales chat there either, and demos are absolutely welcome to invite their customers, their downline, whatever. And we just share projects and alternatives and stuff, and it's just another fun avenue for sharing Paper Pumpkin. But I do have a super exciting and fun swap that is starting up over there. And, you know, Sarah, our CEO, has been talking a lot about Share Sunshine, hashtag Share Sunshine, and doing the sunshine box and that sort of thing. And so I have a swap over on the Paper Pumpkin Groupies page that is starting up, and that is going to be for a swap of a Share Sunshine box. And I think that the swap is just called Share Some Sunshine Swap. So, of course, anyone is welcome to join the swap as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun, too. I went shopping for some of the stuff today, and it was a lot of fun. So, I found some really cool stuff. It was nice. All right, I see Miss Sherry is done already. She is super fast and rocking and rolling. When you're finished with punching your background and attaching it to your sentiment or image piece, go ahead and type done. When we get some more done posted here, we will move along to clue number 8. Da, 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 da. Miss Amelia, I don't know all about exactly where all of the little North Carolina towns are, but are you anywhere near Pofftown? My friend Wendy lives there. She's a demonstrator too. All right, I see some done coming through. That's good. I'll leave it just another second, and then I'll move along to the next clue. Clue number 8. Julie's done. Good, thank you. If you're catching this on the replay, which you're not yet because I'm live, but if you're not seeing that red light up at the upper left-hand corner that says live, then you're catching us on the replay. And you're able to... Oh, you're under her. You're one of her downline. Oh, that's wonderful. That completely derailed me. I love Miss Wendy. She's my favorite. If you're catching it on the replay, then the wonderful thing is you're able to stop and start, fast forward, rewind as you need to. So you don't have to wait for everyone to finish each clue. You can just fast forward along to the next one. And you can still participate in the prize patrol until today's Wednesday, until Friday morning. So I'll give you the rest of the night tonight and all day Thursday. And then Friday morning, I will announce a winner for the prize patrol. And to win the prize patrol, you want to make sure that you complete the project in the mystery stamping and then post a photo of it down in the comments below. And I will draw a winner from the pictures posted. So awesome. Well, Amelia, I'm really glad that you are Miss Wendy's downline. She's got to be an amazing upline. I just love her to death. All right, I think we've got enough done for clue number 7, so let's move on to clue number 8. And now you're going to stamp your sentiment or image on the 4" by 5 1/4" Whisper White or vanilla cardstock. Now this can be an image where you stamped a sentiment before, or you stamped a sentiment before and now you want to stamp an image, or you can stamp another sentiment and image. Whatever you want to do, this is your project and it's going to be fabulous. So stamp or embellish in whichever way that 4" by 5 1/4" piece of Whisper White or vanilla cardstock. And when you finish that, then you can type done. If you need to do any coloring, you can go ahead and do that right now as well. While you girls are doing that, can I just point out something on the catalog? I'm gonna whisper so that those who are still stamping can stamp. Do you see the gold trim here? Isn't that exciting? And the sequins here. Oh my gosh. I love it. And I can't be sure, but I think you're getting a sneak peek at some in colors. I'm not sure, but they look like new colors, don't they? Miss Tracy, you did not miss us. We are still here and still doing we're still doing the mystery stamping. We're on clue number 8 now. So you may want to go back after the video is over, it'll post to the group page and you'll be able to watch it on the replay. So you'll be able to fast forward to the part where you had to leave and then come back again. And then you'll be able to fast forward through the clues a little bit quicker too. So that's okay. If you want to just hang out with us until the video is done and you can interact and chat with us, or if you didn't miss much, then you can just catch up. I'm not sure where you left off, so if you can tell me where you left off, then I can tell you right quick while we're waiting on everyone to finish this clue. So make sure, friends, if you're finished with clue number 8, that you're typing done so that we can move on. So you're stamping on the 4" by 5 1/4" white or vanilla cardstock. And when you're finished, you'll type done. Miss Sherry's done. Thank you, dear. Amelia's done. Great. Thank you. All right. We'll get a few more and then we'll move on. No worries, no rush. If you need some time to color, go ahead and take your time and color. Do you guys mind if I get a piece of candy? Have you seen these? Root beer float Mike and Ike's? Oh my goodness. Hey, Miss Sharon, you think you're caught up? Okay, good. I expect that you've probably seen the instruction. It may be a little bit different than you've seen before. Have you seen these? Oh my goodness. They are like candy crack. They are so good. Oh, Miss Tracy, you didn't get to start. Okay, dear. Yeah, you're probably best to just watch the replay. I mean, you can watch now, but it'll ruin the surprise if you watch till the very end. So if you don't want your surprise ruined, watch with us until the end and then close out real quick. All right, Miss Eileen's done. That's good. If you like root beer, these things are amazing. They really are. They are so good. They taste just like root beer. I love them. So I have this little box of them sitting next to my workstation, and occasionally I grab a hold of one, and you know, I'm sure I shouldn't, but it's okay. All right, Julie's done. That's good. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and move us on to clue number 9. So clue number 9, not clue number wine. Oh my goodness. Clue number 9 says to go ahead and attach that white or vanilla cardstock to the inside of your card base. So I'm sure you knew that was coming. So once you've finished with your stamping on that 4" by 5 1/4" piece of Whisper White or vanilla cardstock, go ahead and attach it to the inside of the card. And once you're finished, type done. Oh, yay, Tracy. Yeah, we did too. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? I just love it. It does need to be Friday. That is no joke. All right, Miss Sherry's done. That's good. Amelia's done. Awesome. I cannot wait to see what you girls' projects look like. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely amazing. Boom, 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 boom. I have to sort through all of my projects because, you know, with this whole quarantine business, my days and nights and weeks and months are all run together, as I'm sure they are for all of you folks too. And I have a couple of different bins that I've been putting my completed projects in. And I'm not really sure why I've been doing that. It's not conducive for organization or keeping me on track in the slightest. So I'm having to go through my bins and sort out, okay, which ones have I shown off to people and which ones have I not? Which ones still need some work done and which ones are ready to go out the door for the mail? So I need to get them sorted though, so that I know what I've got left and what I can post and all that, because, you know, I'm probably sitting on 2 weeks worth of blog posts. And I'm scrambling to get blog posts together because I have mixed all my cards up. So, I don't know if y'all can relate to the struggle, but the struggle is so real. All right. Once you have attached your cardstock, type done, and I think pretty much I see more done coming through, and this was a quick one, so we'll go ahead and move on to clue number 10. All right, clue number 10 says to wrap the 1 inch by 9.5 inch piece of cardstock around the body of the card and attach the ends together to form a belly band. I bet you figured that's what that strip was for, huh? So you're going to wrap that 1 inch by 9.5 inch strip around the body of your card base and attach the ends together to make a belly band. Now, if you have ever made a card with a belly band before, you will know what I'm going to say. Make sure you're not pulling it too tight. Okay? You don't want it to be super loose, but you definitely don't want it to be super tight either. All right? So nice and easy, just wrap it around, and where it fits comfortably, that's where you want to attach it, all right? So when you're finished with that move, then you can type done again, and we will move on to clue number 11. We are getting close to the end, friends. This has been a great night. Thank you all so much for being here. I really enjoy doing these. Especially now, this is some of my only human-ish interaction. I almost really miss interaction. I really miss interacting with some of my friends. My Stampin' friends especially. I miss being able to do classes in person. I'll be so happy to be able to do those. So I enjoy you guys hanging out with me this evening and chatting with me. It's been great. Thank you. All right, Miss Sherry's done. So wrap the 1 inch by 9.5 inch strip around the body of your card and attach it together to make a belly band. And just make sure that you keep it not so tight. All right. Very good. I'm seeing some more done. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. All right, friends. We're going to move on to clue number 11. Clue number 11 says to attach the sentiment or image piece to the belly band only. So you don't want any adhesive to be sticking to the card itself. You just want it stuck to the belly band. Now you can use snail, liquid glue, tear and tape, dimensionals, whatever you want to do, but only attach it to the belly band. And now is a really good time to use ribbon if you'd like to do that. So bear that in mind when you're piecing your sentiment or image piece onto the belly band, that you can use ribbon if you'd like to right now, whichever you would like to do. And when you're finished with this step, then go ahead and type done. Are you loving your projects? I hope you are. Are they turning out how you imagined they would? All right, Miss Tracy. Yeah, you can go ahead and come back later and watch it then. That's fine. Absolutely. All right, Miss Sherry's done. Little Speedy Gonzalez. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm so glad, Sherry. I really like this fold. It's hard to decide which fancy fold is my favorite, and just as soon as I say, oh, I love this one, it's my favorite, I find another one. So it's hard to pick a favorite. But that's okay, because we don't have to pick a favorite. We can just use them over and over again. And I'm sure that most of you, or probably all of you, know how much different your project will look with this color layout and this designer series paper, and then changing it to a totally different color and designer series paper or different stamps. Oh man. Oh man, it can make two totally different looking projects. It's amazing. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are liking it. Miss Sharon, you haven't done this one before? Awesome. I'm glad. Very cool. I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying them. Julie's loving hers. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. I'm really glad that you're liking it. I think this one's probably one of my new favorite fancy folds. It's just great. Thank you so much for the love, too. I appreciate it. All right, once you've attached your sentiment or image piece to your belly band only, make sure that you type done in your in the comments so that I know that you're finished and we can move on. Oh, good, Amelia. I'm glad that you love it, too. That's awesome. That's awesome. And this is a really, really fun card that I think can be done with just about any level of stamper too. So obviously mystery stamping makes it just a little more complicated, but if you're not doing mystery stamping, then you could easily do this card with beginning stampers too. Okay, I see some done, so let's go ahead and move on to the final clue. Congratulations, Gumshoe, you solved the mystery! All right, now that the project is complete, you can embellish it however you want to. If you want some bling or some bows or whatever you'd like to do, now is a great time to do that. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate y'all. Brian wanted to know what the name of the movie was. Oh, you're talking about the show that we're watching on Netflix. It's called Dead to Me. It's got Christina Applegate in it, which, if you remember who she is, she was Kelly Bundy from, what was that show called? Oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. Married with Children. She was on that TV show when she was a teenager. She does not look the same at all. I mean, you can tell it's her, but she's a grown-up now. So, but it does have some really strong language in it, so I will warn you that up front. It's an interesting and strange show. It's a series, so it's not necessarily a movie. But you'd find out pretty quick, I think, if you liked it enough to continue watching it. So, All right, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I am going to let you go for the evening. And don't forget to take a picture of your project and share it in the comments down below so that you will be entered into the Prize Patrol drawing. And good luck to everybody. I will draw the winner on Friday morning, and I will post it right here on this post in the description box of the video. Okay, so if you come back on Friday afternoon and take a look and see who the winner is, okay? And make sure that you come back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. and join me for next week's mystery stamping, and bring a friend. I would love to have all of you. Everyone's welcome. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thanks so much again. Bye for now.